He beat me to it. But have a good game. I lost. Ah, okay. Alright, game 2 of season 4, Yonkuseng Dojan match. Um, exciting times, exciting times. So I thought I'd bring up at the beginning, this is the league table for this month. So last night I beat uh, Hagar, and then this will be the, just the cross table, all the matches that are yet to be played. So fun stuff. I get black again, and I have Mew, who's being quiet, a little bit quieter tonight. He probably won't get really whiny until he gets hungry later. All right, let's play the Ghoulie opening, if I can get it. Mew. Oh. Okay. So one exchange here, then approach this stone, white responds, and then I play K16 to make a good position on the top side and still have a corner down here. This is apparently the Ghoulie opening. That's what Insung taught us, that Ghoulie played this back when Ghoulie was doing very well. I think that was in the 2000s. Is that the right way to refer to it? The time period between 2000 and 2010? I don't know. It's difficult. Ah. Hmm. So, uh, exciting second round match. Okay, so I'm playing Boltar. I played Boltar once before. That was in September. Um, and the game was an interesting game. I won by resignation, but Boltar made a really big uh, amount of points in the center. Oh, interesting. So I could put the stone right in there at R8 right now, or leave it. I think leave it for now. I think I'm just gonna come back up here. If white plays another move at Q8, that's a little bit over concentrated, I think. Oh, hello, Baji or Bahi. You never know with the J. It's difficult letter to decode, decipher. And hello, Thomas Petterson. Petterson. Uh, right. So the game that I played against Boltar back in September, he had a lot of points in the center, and he was winning. I think he was winning the game, and then I started a fight in the bottom middle part, which went well for me. So I recovered the deficit, so it came back to about even. And then there were a couple weak points in his sort of big center position, and I got a tricky ko with some tricky double Atari thing that allowed me to break into the center, and then, that was like a 20-point reduction, so that was too much. Um, but the opening and early middle game was very good for Boltar last time, so I have to be on my toes tonight. Hmm. So I got black twice in a row, which I feel like I hate to say this, but I feel like I'm significantly better with black than I am with white. Or at least I feel more confident with black than I do with white. So it's kind of a shame because in these AYD matches, the game will be reviewed by the teacher, a very strong amateur, but I think he's still #1 in Europe, Hwang In-sung. He used to be a Korean insei. So I think it's to my benefit if I play white in these games, because then I have a chance to review games where I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. R14 is very interesting. There's weakness over here. This one. Hmm. So if I play attach on top is obvious move. Is there any reason not to play the obvious move? I guess I could consider kick and jump and then white covers and then just play the Hane link underneath and take a big territory on the top. But let's keep things interesting. White still has this weak point at R8. So if I have some strength here, I should be able to uh, disrupt this formation. Hmm. Hmm. So the ladders are good for white. So gotta play this one. Oh, hello Hanayo. Annyeong. Uh, so block the corner, then white gets Atari and Link, and then this whole thing is a lot more stable because this stone gets cut off. So I'm gonna play this one. Give the corner, but build a wall facing the top, and keep these two stones split. Let's see. I think I should Hane and Link. And if white plays this, then I block, and this is even weaker. So if white just extends to S19, then I get Sente to do something. So I was fortunate to play against a Japanese insei about, when was that? A year ago? Maybe a little more than a year ago. And in that game, there's a very similar shape. I had black and I had this sort of shape. Maybe it was this exact shape actually. Um, and I remember I didn't fix either at 016 or 014 because neither ladder immediately worked. So like I didn't have to fear a cut right away. But then she clamped and then extended, and basically she really made me regret it. Regret not fixing here. Like she just totally, like it looks like I have this big influence, but then um, she plays like 4 moves and makes a group with good shape, and my influence was gone. So gotta block, that's for sure. Aha, immediately with this. Okay, maybe maybe this is too soon though. We'll see. Because this weakness is really, really something now that I have S12. So I think here, Atari, Link, Connect, jump out. Yeah. Who can teach you how to be 9 dan? No, no one can teach 9 dan. It must come from within. So if white doesn't fix this somehow, then the exchanges are bad. I'll play like N13, and then I can play one move, and I'm a lot stronger than. Um, Basically, with these exchanges, I just have more stones on the board. So if I get to play one move to capture them, I just get more than I would have had white not played these exchanges in the first place. Yeah, so this one, still I want to play this later, but I'm going to play a move to fix, I think. I could play a grand move like this. Basically something. I don't want these four to become a weak group. Um, but I also don't want to play too slow. So something like this looks interesting as far as if white tries to play this to bring the group out and I attach. Maybe I should just play this one. Keep keep my strength. Or I can leave it, but then if white pulls this out, then this group's too weak. So how about, or I could do this. This is probably the strongest or the safest way. Let's go for a little bit more. Is this too much? I feel like this is too much. And the Aji is going to be too annoying, so let's just stick with my first instinct. 16 hours per day just for school. Yes. They have a very intense education system there. I had a Korean professor in college who he said that he would not, like he was born in Korea, went to school in Korea until like he did his undergrad and master's, and then his army, his military service, and then he came to America for his PhD when he was 26. And he said he was probably 50 at about 50 at the time that I took his class, and he said that he would not go back to Korea because he had a daughter and he did not want to subject her to that education system, the crazy intense, 16 hours per day studying regimen that they go through. It's so competitive. I haven't watched that documentary, but I know it's you have to get the high test scores so you can get into the good school because the top companies only recruit from the top universities, and it's just very difficult. Anyway, back to Batu. Um, okay. So trying to surround my corner. Gut feel is don't get surrounded. Don't get surrounded. This one. This one. Something a little bit more interesting. This one. Attach. Hmm. I kind of want to try something. I want to keep things a little bit more. Well, this one just a diagonal and then I'm split. Okay, let's just keep it simple. He was Mr. Pak Chongwan, the linguistics professor. So I think this is okay. Just move this group out. Um, White probably wants to respond for this stone down here. Hmm. Then with these exchanges, my corner is a little bit more secure. So maybe, I don't know, maybe M3 was not, I can't say it was bad, but respond, and the bottom looks good. This group got stronger, so with these additional stones, R8 is not as interesting right away. Okay, but I think my corner is good enough. Um, and this is fine. This jump is really big for the top. It is like mouth-wateringly big because I think H17 is still possible for white. So this one would not be bad, but I want to play more active tonight. So I'm gonna invade. Maybe I should play this first to see what white's response is. But huh. So now this one, break the dog's face, but my shape gets broken also. Just this is simple enough, or here. I think here, and then I can play diagonal and stuff later. This looks too second liney, you know? Okay, so white takes J3, and I will fly. Fly into the center. Fly away. So I like this position. I want kind of a dynamic, interesting game. Um, like I still want to try R8 at some point, and if I get that in, then this white group's base will not be perfectly clear. Um, then this one. So then this group, it looks like it's got a base. Definitely if H3, then there's a base. So I might want to take H3 at some point to make this group a little bit cramped. Maybe I'll see if I can do something with this G7 stone connection with N13. If I get something around here, I could start to build the center. And I still want to keep in mind C3. I can play the 3-3 invasion. Hmm. So hmm, I played this N13, which was a little bit slow earlier, but it made this really strong. I think that's why I feel more at liberty playing these. Oh, this is the same shape! These four stones and these four stones. It's exactly the same shape. It's just rotated and moved over a bunch of lines. That's cool. Yay. But white's shape is different. This one is different than this one because this M3 should be at M4. Aha! I am winning symmetry wars. Aha. Two space jump. Two space jump. That I almost want to cut immediately. Attach. Hmm. Maybe I can't cut immediately. I don't know. Something over here to surround. I do want to split though. What's the reading here if I play this? This one, if white plays L5, that spoils my shape. So if I peep here first and then jump, I can keep them split, but then I can't cut this anymore. But if I play this and that, I can't cut it anyway. So if I play something out here, I need to expect, I could just play this one. I can peep, jump, and then play this peep later to make white kind of heavy. I would rather, though, this one turns this stone really good. Just diagonal? This is suspicious, but I don't know how to capitalize. All right, let's just keep my shapes good. Peep and then make the dog's face. Or could I wedge, actually? That is interesting. I didn't think about that. Wedge, Atari, extend, Atari, double Atari, capture Atari, and seal it in? It's like a ko. That's very interesting. This. It is a ko. Or the Atari from here. Probably gonna fix this way, then I can. Wedge is really interesting here. Atari, capture, ignore anything, right? White doesn't really have any threats. I have some threats against this group, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough. I think if white gets a huge Panuki here, that might be just game over. Connect, connect. That's so interesting. It's too interesting. I can't think about it this much and then not do it. I guess he'll probably play Atari from the other side. Just connect, then I connect, cut, but I don't really mind. I can diagonal and easily live in this corner. Interesting. This. Cut, Atari. Ah. This one? Capture, Atari. I will ignore anything. Oh, this is juicy. I really thought White would play the other Atari because I this looks really good. This one, da, da, da. I think I can capture once. Ah, can I really give up the corner like that, though? Respond once. If I respond once, cut Atari, then hmm, I almost have to respond like this, or I'm giving a big co-threat. Or I can just ignore and capture this. Hane, bamboo, connects this. I'm giving all the territory down here if I do that. If I back off this way, it doesn't really give many good threats. This one, maybe plan to ignore the threat? This one, and then if it starts the cut, ignore, capture, but I can Atari. Alright, let's do this. I don't think this is a good enough co-threat, P3. Um, oh, okay, I'm going to... Um, sorry, so this is supposed... I'm gonna hide the chat for myself now. I was gonna do a little overlay thing. Because when I'm playing, this is like a serious game and I don't want to hear or like see some move suggestion that I didn't think of. So thank you for reminding me on a daily basis. Uh, but I should keep this one-on-one. So what was I gonna do? Try to. I'll do it next time. For now, I'm just gonna hide it. So I can no longer see the chat. Um, so now cut. I can extend Atari and extend. Go out. Block. Block. I can give it away, but I definitely have to capture once. So this turns out, this was really good. So if, assuming this white group lives, then the C3 invasion looks really good because I don't care about this. White gets this descent, doesn't really matter anymore. So C3 will become a priority, but the bigger priority is, can I do something to attack this group and build a wall? Either disrupt the base so it has to run out, and then I maybe even try to kill because I'm really strong on both sides, or just something to get a wall because the center is looking very black after, assuming I win this call. Hmm. So any code thread up here, I think I ignore. Clamp, that looks a little bit uninspired, I have to say. Well, not uninspired. It's just I think white should cut. So I think I connect now because then if I win the ko with this strong connection over here, then I can think about killing this group. This one, do I play a ko threat then? Capture this one. If white ignores to make this a real ko, then I think I ignore anything. So I will connect once. So I'm going to play this threat, and if white does this, I will ignore anything. This one, capture, connects, I'll ignore anything. Alright, good plan. So now if white links, I'll be pretty happy to just capture and finish this ko, because white can get another eye in the corner or whatever, um, but the main thing is I want to get all this really big thickness here and keep these four stones split. Um, so the reason I didn't want to just ignore Q3 is that white would play P3 and then Atari and push, and white would connect. And then I need to play one more move to keep them split, otherwise white can push through at Q4. Oh, wow. Okay, so just, I like that. All right, I'm gonna finish the ko. So this is infinite strength. Infinite. It's kind of difficult to use now that white played this move. Hmm. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. So thinking about killing moves, just L2 right away. Boom. How's that feel? Bad. L2. What does white do? L2. What does white do? Or K2, J2, L2. Kind of a pillar in here. That one. Attach, on extend. Pincer type. With this stone, it's harder to directly make points in the center. So I wouldn't mind using this thickness to like threaten some stuff and then actually get territory elsewhere. Like I'm thinking about attach, Hane, extend, block, extend, a little block here. Okay. Extend, attach, Hane, extend, block, cut. Can I go crazy and cut? Oh, some kind of preparation I can do first. Something like this is kind of weak. Given that I'm so strong, I want to do something active. Attach. I don't really know what to do. Maybe I should just play the regular type thing. Cut immediately? I don't know. But this seems weird. It should be. Ah, I'm just gonna play it. Like before, it's just screaming out like G15 really looks like it should be at F15. And if I can split and create weaknesses, then I think I really should. Really, really should. Because I have strength, so fighting is good. Block, cut, extend, bamboo, block, push, block, cut, target, here, here. 1, 2, 3. I lose by 1. Um, I think white has to block at E14. Push, block, push, block. Nothing really going on there. I could do something really ugly like block tiger mouth, push, and then oh, oh, what is that? What am I supposed to do? I have to play this, right? Or split? Push, block. Oh, I could push and cut. Oh, push and cut is interesting. That allows me to go out here. I feel like the low down player in me wants to just play G16 and the higher down player wants to cut. Keep cutting. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. You have to cut. Cut and fight. Push, cut, Atari, Link, then go out. Ah, but then I can get squeezed. Alright. Fine. I'll make the good shape. Still, if white has to extend, right? If white doesn't extend, the shape is gonna just be so ugly. Um, extend, then now that I've got this, I can consider doing my push and cut shenanigans. Because I think I'm still gonna push. If white gets this, then white's shape is really good on the left. So push and cut this way. I think I'm gonna push and cut the corner. And if white Ataris and links, then I can push through and cut. Yeah. So either I'm gonna get a big corner or I'm gonna get to push through. Okay. So I think it would be a little bit disastrous if white plays this Atari and Link, because I get to push through and split off these 4 stones. White gets a pretty good sized corner, but it was already white's corner to begin with. And these four are going to be floating. So I think white is going to play b16 and push to give it away. But I still think you have to come back and fix this, otherwise I can just push and cut immediately and threaten to attack these stones. So if white Atari and extend, and then come back and fix, like maybe here, then I think I'll play a calmish type move, like d8 to split up this side, and then I think that should be good enough because this naturally became territory. So up here plus this looks like 40, 45 points. Plus I got this now, which is like another 10. Should I play this one or this one? Maybe this is better. This, or maybe this one's better. This one. I mean, white b18 is not Sente. Yeah, so I will just extend. Okay, so this became quite a lot of territory. I think white has to play like e9, something here to try to make this big amount of territory. Otherwise, this is going to be too much. Because white only has, like 6 or 7 points here. The corner's still open. 6 or 8 points here, depending on, and like 10 maybe here, depends on the endgame. So this will be a big endgame. If I get this, then I've got another 12 in the corner to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 27, 37, 38, 39, 40. So yeah, up here is 40. This is, I don't know, maybe another 10, depends what happens. Um, but I think just this up here is more than this plus this plus this. This looks like it can become big, but so I have to take care. But push and cut is always something to consider. It's really annoying to have to come back and fix that, but I think it has to be done, right? Otherwise, push, cut, and jump out. It's killing these. Push, cut this Atari, then I can crunch this shape. So I think you have to come back and fix this somehow. I probably should have played d18. If white plays d14, then possible shenanigans at e17? Possible. Hmm. Okay, so if white fixes here, I want to play d8, a rather calm move to split the side and threaten this corner a little bit. And if white doesn't fix this cut, I think I'm just going to push through and cut right away. Push, cut. Okay, I like that. Fix the cuts and get a little bit more. Although I could push and clamp and extend. Ooh, that is leaving some juicy possibilities for spoiling the shape. But for now, This, I was thinking about this one, but after this, what if I play this? Well, I could just take the corner. Maybe taking the corner is the easier one. Just take the corner, cash in hand. Because the side, after this move, the side isn't as big as if white played something big up here. So I don't think white can play one more move and turn this whole thing into territory. And I'm really strong, so I can fight in here. So let's take the corner. And then if white does one of the ways to give it peacefully, like with c4, then I'll just Hane underneath and collect the spoils and then play a reducing move here. Maybe something, turn my attention back over here. These two stones still have some Aji left, so I wouldn't mind getting something in here to lock these down a little bit. Um, this Atari is never small, and H2 is always looking pretty good. This is, oh yeah, this, attach, is that going to be good endgame? Attach inside Hane, then I can go through and split the shape and destroy this. So I think this looks pretty good endgame. Unless I want to go directly into the not 3-3. I don't know, but the midpoint of the shape. This is the hand motion for midpoint. The midpoint of the shape. Going in directly, not indirectly, going directly in. Okay. So that one, huh? All right. Push, push, push. Cut. Can give it and extend. Is that good enough? Or I could play this one. Push, Atari, clamp, Atari, Hane, then I go out. This one I go in. So is the corner bigger or the side? I think I'll play this one. I don't mind giving white a little corner if I get a strong group right here, like in the C9 area, because then this influence is not useful anymore. So I wonder if maybe white will cut it B3 instead and give the corner. Oh no, that way. Okay. I was already going to give the corner back. I could play this one. This one. I was already, but now I could play here. I don't want to allow B7 though, because then this gets too big. So this one, cut, link. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine giving up the corner. It's like, it'll be like 10 points, but if I have a strong group here, that'll negate this a lot. Should be worth more than 10. And if white extends, then I'll very happily come back and play B2, because then I get the corner, and I sort of reduce the side. So that would be just delightful. This is such a Oh, such a stress-free, relaxing game having this oh, this huge, I'll put my finger on it. You have to imagine because it's going to go off screen, but this huge double Panuki right there makes it fighting is just so refreshing and relaxing. Okay, interesting. So cut, link, link, capture, I guess, and then I live in the corner. I take the corner. Cut, link. Otherwise, I get that. This, I don't want to do that. That would be a disaster. But this seems okay. And now I have this stone, which has some Aji, so I can do something interesting on the outside, maybe. Clamp, block, Atari, and go down. I can live. What about B2? I think this is good enough. Let's hold our horses here. Just strong life in the corner. So white has so solid cash points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10, 11, 11 for sure. Over here, some more here. Difficult to say how many, but 11, like 17, 25. In terms of pure cash, it doesn't look like white has more than 40 points. I'm sure white will get more here, but it's difficult to say how much. So I feel like the top is worth just about as much as all the cash white has. So if I can make this and any points in here, if that is enough to cancel out this, I should be in pretty good shape. Those are quite a few ifs. Hmm. Is there any interesting Aji here? So that threatens to make a lot. I don't really care about this one stone so much. Push, clamp? That would be interesting. Any kind of Aji here? This one? Hmm. Difficult to say. Difficult to say. But white pushes, white gets a few more points. If I push, I don't really make any points here, so maybe just leave this for now. And instead, if white connects and I clamp, block this, that's a big ko. Or give it, maybe it's time to play this. I think white will connect here in response. And I think that's okay. That's good on territory for me. If I play down here first to split the group and white links and I block, I have to be trying to kill because I'm giving up a lot of territory in the corner. So let's block this. That can't be too small. Too terribly small. some nice points in the corner. When you look at how many points this move made and how many points this move makes, this looks bigger, but maybe it's not really that much bigger. Lots of, okay. So I think white might respond at g2, in which case I think I'll play r8. Because I can connect to either one. After getting this exchange, the corner's really strong. So the question is, can white play something like s5 here? Or s4 actually works even better. To play it, white has to be pretty confident that this will live after I play h2. So h2 looks like white will just play l2 and then have two eyes. So can I play l2 first? L2, block here, extend, block, and then cut. That is intriguing. Definitely need some reading here. All right, that is the answer. So peep, block this one. I guess white could play that in response. So one or the other, playing one or the other doesn't really help unless I then split it. So if I play this one, block, and then go down, white will play this. This one, this, block here, here, here. This is interesting. Does it hurt anything to exchange this? This one, if I play this, white plays this and it's alive immediately, right? Or this? Yes, unless I get some moves out here. This one, block, go down. I guess white can do that anyway. So let's just exchange this for sure. At least if I split these, then this will be reduced to just a couple points. So J2, if J2, I could consider L2, or just link. I don't need to get crazy here. Push, push, push. Actually, my shape's not that good, actually. Anyway, responding here is certainly big. I'm not sure if that's bigger than playing S10. Okay, that I like to see. I can push in Sente, right? Push. Otherwise, white pushes, and so I should take this Sente while I can, then push again. That would kill. So yes, I will take it while I can. Is this? That is also Sente, but I don't know if it's worth playing really. This one's not really worth playing right now. Is it? This? Okay. So I can respond here or play my own move here. Simple, complicated, simple, complicated. Let's keep it simple. I think I'm winning. Oh, oh. Can I do something super cool like S9? If T12 is Sente against this group, then S9 would be really cool. Hmm, that looks attractive. So if I Hane and Link, then okay, this how is this anything? Attach, block, cut, link, clamp, Atari. Hmm. Maybe I'll exchange this now. This is Sente, right? I'm not losing my mind. Throw in one eye. Okay. This one, so then I can push, cut, but Atari. Okay. So this one, link, and then at the very least, I can play a code. So this is, yeah, let's do it. Let us do it. Now S9 is going to be so juicy. Or could I go even crazier with R9? R9? This one. R9. That looks hot. R9, Hane underneath. I would Hane overneath. Atari connects. So I could play this to spoil the eyes down here, or this to create this one. Oh, this one, Hane underneath. Cut, actually. So go down, Hane, cut, go down. Yeah. Let's go for more. So my goal for the last like 20 moves has been to turn these two into slow moves. So white made another 10, 20 points or so with both of these moves. Um, and I reduced this a lot. I got the corner, and now I reduced this a little bit, and now I'm going to reduce this a lot. So hopefully I'm getting 20 points or more from all these other moves. Hmm. But this should be good. If I can sort of destroy this shape, then hmm, if this group is unstable, I should be able to get a lot more points. Um, so I counted this as 40 points. If I give white 10, 20, 30, 34, I should get this one, right? 30, 34. If I destroy this, then this territory is equivalent to almost everything white has. Not quite. But then I also have this corner, this corner. I should get a few points in here. So it's looking pretty good for our hero, Longstridius No Maximus. I have some pop songs stuck in my head. Blümchen. It's like German, really high energy dance techno pop. Heute ist mein Tag. It's a great song. You should look it up. But it'll be stuck in your head for about 14 centuries in a row. So beware. Okay, this one. Then I can play here. Cut and go out. Then I get this. So I think this one, Atari. And I kill one or the other. So this looks good. I think white will have to play this. And I can link. And be satisfied with a pretty nice reduction, I think. Make a little eye space here. Hmm. But I wonder if I could have done more. This is a great reduction. You know, it looks 6 moves ago, or actually before this, it looked like white was going to get maybe 10 or 12 points in here, and now it's looking more like 5. Interesting. Okay, so this is threatening to bring these 2 stones out. If I live with this group, then I don't really care so much about these 2 stones anymore. But, but, this cut looks pretty good timing. Cut, then I can capture this stone in Sente. This cut looks good. If I capture this, that looks quite good. So let's cut. Cause I want more. I want more, 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 more of your gloves. Okay. So I extend, block, then Atari, and I got this stone for free. For free! And I can also get some good exchanges here, maybe. This R5 would start to look a little bit more Centage. That might not be so good. It looks like it's good, but I think now this is Sente. So I'm going to get to capture this one stone, endgame. So that one first, because it's for free. Push, block, Atari. It's not Sente though. It's big, but it's not Sente. Um, Big but not Sente. It's really big though. I don't want these stones moving out and being all shenanigansy though. Push. But this is like big, big, big endgame. I can even Hane afterward. Push. Mm. This is so annoying. Bringing this out, how much does it actually matter? I don't want these to get cut. Alright, white at least can't play t4, so it's the best way. This one, play that one. Just keep it simple. Oh, actually, oh no. Well, it's okay, but I just realized that if I if I get this, that's almost Sente to like kill this group. Almost. This one here, capture, block, that would be code to kill it. Let's take that Sente while I can. So this capture is not small, but it's not enormous anymore. It's really not enormous. Maybe something simple enough like this is just fine. Take some more points, prevent white from getting any more in this area. And sort of, yeah, that's my declaration of victory move. A few more points here, prevent this, then I can start to, I can play one of these moves maybe to reduce this area. Um, Still, I really want to play this. This is the next big endgame point for me. I suppose white should extend finally. Maybe I should have played the Atari instead of this. I don't know. Difficult to say. Then this will be a pretty big endgame point. That's pretty big, but so what? The next move is the clamp. I have to play. Oh, I have to play this and then Atari, and I have to capture. Or I play this and then here. That's not. That's really not small, actually. So C18 was a mistake. Should have been D18. I immediately regret my decision. About an hour after I played it. But I can actually get away with B19, can't I? I can get away with it because it's the corner. Oh, is that big enough? This, yeah, that's big enough. I still want to play this, but yeah, C18 should have been D18. So here, there. Uh-huh. Actually, can I do this? Is that crazy? I was going to play here, but can I do this? This should be good enough, right? So 30, 40, 50, like 55. Assuming I get this, I think I should. So 55 um, plus this is like 70. Okay, again, I don't really want to respond. So I'm going to take this one now. Although I do have to be mindful that moves around here are sente to cut. Let's take this. It is quite big. And now this capture does mean that this group has only one eye. So anyway, it moves in here. Okay. But that doesn't really make that many points. So push, there's this push and cut that I have to keep in mind. So I can't get crazy here. I think I will Hane and extend. Is that, that's so weak, but I don't know if I can do more than that. Like, this is just an overplay, because this push, well, actually, push, cut, I could go the other way. I could go the other way. Interesting. Okay, so I think I can do a little bit more. I think I can play this. Just a little bit more. Okay, so what else is there to keep in mind? Endgame wise? Okay, yeah, game's over. Hmm. maybe we get to review a little bit. Um, so normally, in the future, these games will be starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time and going until roughly 8 Pacific time, and then the review starts. Um, but the review won't start for an hour and a half, so Boltar and I have a little bit of time to review. Might peep. Hmm. Something like there. So maybe F15 now. F15 would make a big center. It used the K8 stone well. I hope that Windows noise isn't too loud. I should turn those system noises down. Where's the volume mixer? System sounds. Turn that down to a little bit, but okay. If white played differently in the top right, uh, I think I think the top right was okay, but so I think, like I said in the game, the O15 and P14 stones kind of turned into bad exchanges for white because black just got like this shape is now super strong and I don't know. This N13 stone helps on the outside. Hmm. I didn't see. I hope. Oh, I can bring the chat back now, so I can see it again. Oh, thank you, Steve, for talking about the Yukusei. Hmm. Interesting sequence. I don't know. That looks too good for black, but then again, white's thickness for the left side is really good. Smiley face. Dead? I need to do more life and death problems. I don't know. Yeah, it does look that way. Huh. Losing move. Uh, let's see. Uh, how strong is the other guy? I don't know. We're both question mark ranks on KGS. I think he's got to be at least one Dan on KGS. I'd say one or two Dan at least. Because he's pretty good. Maybe one or two Dan. I think he did beat, or he didn't beat me, but he almost beat me last time we played. This one was a little bit more one-sided. Hmm. Good night. Okay, so I have to save this. Okay. Um, so that was nice. I got to do some review with Boltar, and I still have a little bit more time. So, is there anything? Oh, yes, I am using the modified KGS client, the hacked client, um, which is great. It's way better than the regular client because of great features such as um, the best part is this alarm for tells. Lets you pick whichever one you want. Original is the super annoying, super loud, like uh, telephone ringing, I think. The ding dong is nice and quiet. It's uh, just a pleasant ding dong. So that's my favorite part. The other one is you can click a box so that it'll automatically keep you signed in, so uh, you won't get logged out for inactivity after an hour. That's I don't know, not really that useful actually, because if you're not clicking once in an hour, then probably you should be signed out because you're not doing anything. Oh, sorry. Please apologize to your dog for me. Dogs are great. I really like dogs, but I hate annoying fat cats like Mew. Look at how annoying and ugly he is. Stop whining. He's whining just because I woke him up from his sleep, um, from his nap. Um, what did, okay. Did I want to go over anything here? I thought this one was maybe a little bit too much. Because this is good. That's the vital point. And now if white can play this and jump away, then it should be good for white. Because the influence is not that big. But I don't think white can play this way in this game because this R8 invasion is going to be really difficult to handle. Because black is strong on both sides. So if white fixes and black plays, somewhere else, then um, I think this is just fine. Because now black is the one with the weak group. White is running away, erasing all of this, and can play some more invasions up here later once this gets farther out. So I think my opinion, at least, um, is that playing these two exchanges and then somewhere else wasn't really good because then I wanted to come back and fix anyway, but this just gave me extra points. So it was kind of nice. And then this worked out pretty well. I think the two-space jump ended up being kind of a mistake. Maybe it should be just a one-space jump, as we looked at together. This not really much to say. Capturing just makes black so strong in the center. And then this one, I think it should just be here if you're going to play in this area. This one, I think I'll play here. And then, you could come back and secure the corner and then treat this as a pretty good exchange for reducing the center. That looks pretty reasonable for white. Or maybe white wants to do something a little bit more daring like this and make a big side. I don't know. That looks pretty interesting too. This side, maybe this type of move is better because it reduces the center and makes territory, and this one only makes territory, but black gets the first move here. So probably white should play something around here, and I think that's okay. I think this one was too far because there are too many weaknesses in white's shape after black pushes through like this. This should have been here. Shame on me. should be this, and then it's all fine. There's no Aji, but get the corner, and after this, game is good. It's just yeah. At this point, Black just has more. So, oh, picture of the dog. I will show it if I can open it. Oops. Oh, he is adorable. Or she. I don't know. Dogs. Difficult to say. Much more. I grew up with the dog, and dogs are the best because you can play with them, and they're fun, and they're always happy to see you, and they're like loving, faithful companions. But cats are the worst. Listen to this cat. He's just gonna complain. Mew, complain. See? You ask him to do one thing, and he just complains. Okay. Anyway, so that will do it for me for tonight. Um, I think, but I'll be back in exactly 1 week for my next game, for game number 3. So that should be very exciting. The last one I'll hype up because the last one I get to play against Starstorm, who is my nemesis in the Yongkuseng Dojang. Last season I got him. I won 2 and he won 1. So I'm starting to reverse the tide. But it started out, um, he won our first 5 games, and then I finally beat him in the 6th one. And they're always back and forth crazy games where he'll be winning, or I'll be winning by like 20 points in the mid game, and then he starts some crazy fight, and I die with a big group, so he wins. That happened like 3 times. And then the time I won, that 6th time, it was the exact opposite. He was winning by a ton, and I started some crazy stuff and ended up killing him. And yeah, we always have really entertaining games. So yeah, thank you, and thank you for watching, everyone who was watching live. And as always, if you're watching later on YouTube and you see anything, uh, any comments or questions, or if you want me to say something funny in your language, because I know some people watch English as their second language and they have a cool first language, uh, tell me something fun to say, because I haven't embarrassed myself enough speaking Russian and German and Tagalog recently, so I can always do more. And I always like to learn new things in other languages to say. So yeah. Okay. Bye bye.